I'm waiting for direction.
This is
And we had to cover up.
my mom had to put half of these words together last night. Really?
Oh, shit.
No, don't go back. Don't go back. We're going to start. No, don't go back. Sorry. Yeah.
as our Eagle Court of Honor is about to begin. Please make your way to your seats as our Eagle Court of Honor is about to begin. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Aiden Rice, and I am the Senior Patrol Leader for Troop 172 here in New Paltz. Thank you for coming today to honor Warner. Before we begin, I'd like to ask you to check your phones and make sure they're on silent. Also, a couple of things to be aware of. The restroom is over there, in the back, and the fire exits are also over there and one over there. Now, if you are able to please stand for the presentation of the colors. Color guard, advance the colors.
Halt. Have circle march.
Will the guests please stand and join in the Pledge of Allegiance? Scout salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You may be seated. Scouts, please remain standing for Scout Oath and Scout Law. Scouts on. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, to obey the Scout Law, to help other people at all times, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Scout Law. A scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent.
Shoot the flag. 2. Flag our first and march. Forward march. Halt. Yes.
Honor Guard. Please escort before this Court of Honor Eagle candidate Warner Paul Hine and his mother Nina Hine and Captain Restivo from State Police Barracks. If you are able, please stand while Assistant Scoutmaster Christopher Fedoreski delivers the invocation.
In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. Dear God, this Eagle Scout Court of Honor for Warner Paul Hine marks the end of one journey and the commitment to another. A commitment to better scouting where all may participate, a commitment to better citizenship, and a commitment to be an example in the leadership to all in our community. May God bless you, Warner, in your future endeavors. May you walk with him wherever life takes you and allow him to give you strength, compassion, wisdom, and love to share. And may all of us gathered here be committed to Scouting's ideals, which instruct us to lead better lives. May you, Warner, always follow your own trails, discovering who you are in life's new adventures. As a scout of the highest order, always be prepared for duty to others, including the following guidance you've learned, developed, and expressed. Your friendship to those who need it. Your love to your family and those close to you. Your thanks to those who deserve it. Your encouragement to those who are unsure. Your support to those who seek it. Your respect to those who have earned it. Your understanding to those whose views are different, your comfort to those who suffer illness, your consolation to those who grieve, your time to causes worthy for compassion. These are gifts you have and can share. A gift of oneself is precious not only to the recipient, but enriches the giver as well. In closing, Warner, your mom, a leader and role model with our Troop 172, our Scout leaders, and including the Scouting community, will always be there to support you as you fly to new heights, overcoming obstacles and challenges. I'm sure your father is looking down at you with a smile and proud eyes. May you fly with strength and courage like Aquila, the eagle. May God be with you until we meet again. Amen.
Thank you, Mr. Nedoreski. Would everyone please be seated? I would now like to introduce Mr. Longbotham, Assistant Scoutmaster of Troop 172, and our Master of Ceremonies for today's Eagle Court of Honor. Wow, what a wonderful turnout. It's really good to see everyone. Good morning, my name is Jim Longbotham, and I've had the distinct honor to be Assistant Scoutmaster and then Scoutmaster when Warner bridged up from Cub Scouts so many years ago. I think I grabbed the wrong glasses, sorry about that. I've also known Warner since he was in my 3rd grade class just a few years before that. So I got to give this guy a big hug. Needless to say, I've been a part of the village that has seen the ups, downs, U-turns, turns, tremendous growth, change, skills gained, skills taught, celebrations, successes, and new leaves turned over, leading up to this very moment where we are gathered to honor this fine young man, Warner Paul Hine. I have many fond memories of trips with Warner, including one of my favorites, where we rode our bikes 400 miles across New York State from Buffalo to Albany. I'm so very pleased to serve as Master of Ceremonies today, as we recognize Warner for attaining Scouting's highest rank, the Eagle Scout Award. The family and Scouters of Troop 172 have labored long and faithfully to help move Warner towards responsible citizenship through the Scouting program. The efforts now culminate in the presentation of the Eagle Award. This is a great moment worthy of our celebration. Before we begin our program, I'd like to introduce just a few special people that are here with us. If able, please stand and remain standing when I call your name. Warner Paul Hine and his mother, Nina Hine, his grandma and Nana, Grandmaline's daughter, Jody, Troop 172's charter organization from the Reformed Church of New Paltz Rep, Gail Yannetti, Mr. Mike Decker, representing Rook Van Winkle Council, Mr. Jim Sexton from Order of the Arrow. I wasn't sure if he was there. Okay. Troop 172 SPL Aiden Rice, Committee Chair Ms. Nina Hine, Scoutmaster Mr. John Ifkovitz, special guests Sheriff Juan Figueroa, Captain Restivo, State Police Zone 3 Commander from Troop F, and as well as Sergeant Taylor, my mistake, from Kingston. All Scouts, past and present, from Troop 172. Please stand. All Scouters, past and present, from Troop 172. That means leaders, Scouters. A little dusty. or dens, troops or dens, all people who have been part of Warner's journey up to this point. If you know it, please stand. How about a round of applause for your village? Thank you. You may be seated. I now call on Scoutmaster Mr. John Ifkovitz as a representative of the Boy Scouts of America to officially convene this Court of Honor.
By the power vested in me by the National Council of the Boy Scouts of America, I declare this Court of Honor duly convened for the sole purpose of presenting the Eagle Scout Award to Warner Paul Hine. Scouts, prepare for the four winds. The four winds. West wind, Andrew Lai. Southeast wind, Ethan Greger. South wind, Teo Salomon. North wind, Caden Salomon. As Scouts, we are bound together by the Scout Law, a sacred set of principles for living whose origins are lost in the mist of time. Listen now to the wisdom of the four winds. East wind, Ethan.
I'm the spirit of the east wind. I represent the common law, a scout's duty to God and to country. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful are the qualities that one must possess who lives by the laws of this land. The scout must be always worthy of
As the spirit of the West Wind, I represent the law of equity, your duty to country and to others. Friendly, courteous, and kind are the principles that speak of conscience. They create the atmosphere that comes from within your heart. Kindle the desire to be a friend to those of all ages and stations in life. Be courteous to those whom you pass along the trail. Cast away harmful spirits of unfriendliness and selfishness.
I am the spirit of the South Wind. I represent civil law, your duty to others and to self. Obedient, cheerful, and thrifty are the marks of civility. Obedience is something we all must learn, to take orders and carry them out cheerfully. Real thrift means to spending both money and time wisely in sharing both.
North Wind, the most powerful of all. I represent the divine law, your duty to be brave and clean and reverent. To be brave is to be unselfish in service, always prepared to face the unknown. Cast from your mind and body any unclean spirits that try to weaken or destroy you. Live a life of reverence for God.
Each candle represents one of the Scout laws that was discussed in the four winds.
Thank you. The pathway to Eagle can be described as a steep trail leading up to 3 peaks, the highest being that of Eagle Scout. Officially, the trail starts with the Scout rank and continues through second and first class ranks. Then, the mountain climbing begins. The path is marked with merit badges, leadership responsibilities, service projects, and the practice of scouting skills and ideals. The first peak Reach is that of Star Scout. The second is Life Scout. And finally, Eagle Scout. I would now like to introduce one of Troop 172's very own Eagles, Alex St. George, who will be sharing the legend of Eagle Mountain.
I just want to say thank you for having me, Warner and Nina. It was a pleasure knowing you for all these years and meeting you at Duck Pond all those years ago. And I'm very happy to be here today. I'm going to read a story, The Legend of Eagle Mountain. Early one morning, a young boy stood at a trailhead. Before him rose a mighty mountain, which seemed all the mightier when compared with his smallness. A trail led to the mountain and then up it to incredible heights before vanishing in the clouds. On this trail, the boy could see other boys and young men, some of whom turned and beckoned him to follow. The boy began to climb, refusing perhaps to believe that he could ever reach the top. At first, the trail rose gently, and the boy had many companions. But soon, he began to sweat, breathe heavily, and many of his companions turned away. But still the boy climbed up. At times he climbed quickly, at times he climbed slowly, at times he had to go down a little way to find another path, or stop a while to catch his breath. But still he climbed. The trail became steeper, the air thinner, but the climber scarcely noticed, for he had along the way become stronger of body and harder of spirit, and still he climbed. And finally, in the cool peace of evening time, he stood alone at the top of the world and looked around him. To the left, he saw a fiery golden sunset. To the right, he saw a diamond-studded, silky black night sky. Behind him, he saw the trail that he followed and the hikers who were following in his footsteps. And in front of him, he saw another mountain, another, and another, and another. And the whole procession of mountains marching off into the horizon. But the young man, for he was now a man, knew that none of these other mountains were insurmountable, that all could be climbed. For he had learned many skills in the climbing of the first mountain, and he would carry those skills with him long after this mountain was forgotten. And besides, he could begin climbing the next mountain tomorrow. Tonight he would rest and celebrate, and ponder the journey that he just completed. And so tonight we pause to rest and celebrate and honor this fine young man, Eagle Scout Warner Paul Hine, as he stands atop the world and looks around him. Thank you.
It's now time for the highlight of our program, the presentation of the Eagle Scout Award. I'd like to ask Scoutmaster Ifkovitz to come back up again to make the appropriate presentations.
Will the honor guard please escort the candidate forward? We've heard a lot today about what it means to be an Eagle Scout. Now our honoree will have the chance to tell us a little about what his climb up the Eagle Mountain has meant to him. Warner, this is your speech.
So, I was told to write one. I got a little bit done. But most of it's all just good memories and fun experiences. I have learned so much in this program that has made my life so much easier. From learning how to tie a square knot, which helped me tie my shoes, to making a fire, which helped keep me warm, And that was me and Tuck. From Cub Scouts to Boy Scouts. To the awards. So many things. But today will stand out. Being an Eagle Scout is something that I've always wanted to be, even before I knew what it was. I never thought I'd get here, but I was hoped. I think that's what sets Eagle Scouts apart from everyone else. Hope. Hope that they can make a better tomorrow. Hope that they can have a better future. Hope that they can be better at work tomorrow. Wake up earlier. Go to sleep later. Do more things. Not get a bad grade on math. But still, they keep hoping. Hope is what an Eagle Scout is. Thank you.
Becoming an Eagle Scout is not the end of a journey. It is merely the beginning. So where do you go from here? Assistant Scoutmaster Mitch Zapatowski will tell us.
The Eagle Charge. Becoming an Eagle Scout is a great accomplishment. Being an Eagle Scout is a great responsibility. An Eagle Scout, as an Eagle Scout, the Scout Oath and Scout Law should take on new meaning for you. The motto and slogan take on a new urgency. As an Eagle, your first obligation is to live with honor. You are marked as a leader, for good or ill. People will follow the example you set. Give up anything before you give up your reputation and good name. As Shakespeare said, "My honor is my life. Both grow in one. Take honor from me and my life is done." Let the white of the Eagle badge remind you of honor. Second obligation as an Eagle Scout is to be loyal. As a follower, you promise to be loyal to those above you. Now, as a leader, you must also be loyal to those below you, treating them as you would want to be treated. And you must also be loyal to your ideals, not letting others sway you from your course. Let the blue of the Eagle badge remind you of loyalty. Your third obligation as an Eagle Scout is to be courageous. Stepping into your new role as a leader, you will face many challenges and obstacles. A ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are for. You must have the courage to do what is right, no matter what other people do or say. Let the red of the Eagle badge remind you of courage. Your fourth obligation is to serve others, for a leader is above all a servant. Let the practice of the daily good turn lead to a lifetime of service. For only in giving of yourself do you give anything of value. Just as it always has, Let the scroll on your badge remind you of service. Your final obligation as an Eagle Scout is to have vision. As a leader, you must now blaze your own trail. Just as a bald eagle soars high above the ground, can look far into the distance, so too must you look far into the future. Many people will follow you. Only with vision will you lead them in the right direction. Let the silver eagle hanging from your badge remind you of vision. These then are your obligation as an Eagle Scout: honor, loyalty, courage, service, and vision. By meeting these obligations, you can lead your troop, your community, and your nation toward a better tomorrow.
Many times over these last few years, you've joined with your fellow scouts in repeating the Scout Oath. Now, Warner Paul Hine, you will stand and repeat a new oath, the Eagle Scout promise. Though the words you say are similar to those you've said many times before today, they will mean more to you than ever. When you pledge yourself on your sacred honor, you will be sealing the oath with the words that close the Declaration of Independence. I now invite all Eagle Scouts in the audience to come forward and stand by Warner so that they may rededicate themselves by repeating the Eagle Scout promise with our newest Eagle Scout. Please make the Scout sign and repeat after me. I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of an Eagle Scout. On my honor, I will do my best to make my training and example and my status and my influence count strongly for better scouting and better citizenship. In my home, in my troop, in my community, and in my contacts with other people. To this I pledge my sacred honor. Two. Thank you. You may now return to your seats. Would the honor guard now please escort the candidate's mother forward? By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the National Council of the Scouts of America, I hereby award the rank of Eagle Scout to Warner Paul Hine. No one will ever know the unnumbered acts of self-sacrifice, wisdom, and helpfulness from the mother of the Eagle Scout, which have led to this morning. As the symbol of what Warner's mother has made possible, this court now asks Warner to present his mother a miniature eagle pin. Eagle Scout, it's also customary that you give your mom an eagle kiss. Warner would now like to honor the memory of his father by presenting the father's pin. He will be placing it upon an eagle statue that was awarded to his father posthumously on May 28, 2008, 14 years ago this very day, to the State Police Supervisor Recognition Award. Many of Warner's grandparents were unable to join us today. We would like to extend his gratitude and acknowledgement to Nana, Grandma, Grandma Lee, and those who have passed. Nana from Esopus, Great-Grandma Hine, Grandpa Hines, Bumpa, and Papa. Warner Paul Hine, in recognition of the wisdom, love, support, and guidance given to you by your grandparents, will you present to your grandma and Nana these grandparent pins and flowers to honor all the grandparents? No doubt they will be very proud to wear this pin in your honor. And now, in recognition of the patient and careful guidance, as well as critical advice along the path to Eagle, you will present your mentor with their mentor pin. So, I have a project mentor and then my regular mentor. So my Eagle project, who helped me with all of it, was Mr. Maluso.
I had 2 Eagle projects actually, technically. The first one was a little bit open top, but we actually designed a bridge. It would have cost around $30,000, and then COVID hit, and then that wasn't going to happen. A little bit of a long shot, but it would have done a lot of good.
Yes, it would.
And he was there almost every day when we were up there helping with the project. Whether it be making suggestions on how to put the steps, level them out. He helped me survey. He taught me how to use survey equipment. He taught me how to blueprint stuff. Those are some valuable skills that I would have never learned. So I'm presenting this Metro thing to Mr. Melissa.
Just so you know, he just texted me and he tested positive, otherwise he would be here.
Oh. Now, my Boy Scout journey mentor. It's so long. You have been there from the beginning of my Boy Scout journey. Through, gives you the best of me, the worst of me. And even worse, I have literally climbed mountains, cycled through valleys, and everything in between. You have taught me so many things that this correspondent would be gone at the end of the day. From being my 3rd grade teacher to being my scoutmaster, it would be my honor to communicate this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're not done yet. It's my great honor to introduce Eagle Scout Warner Paul Hine on this 28th day of May, 2022. Tradition of Troop 172, Warner's Class B. Warner, please take a seat.
Thank you for that, by the way. And it's all the memories of scouting. It's being here today and seeing everyone it's just a flood. All these memories and nights around the campfire and meetings and just the patrol council meetings and so it's really it's an honor to be here, to be awarded the mentor pin. Times together, certainly trips that we've taken. So I'm filled with a lot of honor right now. Yeah. It's only an hour, I think of it, right? They tell you, right, like, it's only an hour a week being a leader, so no sweat. Everyone can relate to that, yeah. I'd now like to invite Mr. Decker from Rip Van Winkle Council to present an award on behalf of the Marines.
I wear a few hats, some in the council, some in the community, but Warner, congratulations. I met Warner, I think, for the first time in 2015 up at Tri-Mount. If I recall correctly, he was a second-class scout. He had aspirations to go to Jambo, but there was one requirement. He had to be a first-class scout to go to Jambo. So I was the scoutmaster for Jambo, taking the contingency, so we put a roadmap together, and he accomplished that without a problem. So we went to Jambo in 2017, did great things. It was a pleasure to work with him, to have him in our troop. But since I've continued to watch you grow, it's a pleasure to see what the community can still produce through the scouting program. It's been a couple rough years, all right? We've had the lawsuit that everybody knows about with scouting. We're coming up out of that. We've had COVID, which has been detrimental to the scouting program, just because limitations, outdoor activities. I mean, that's scouting. Camping and hiking and all those great things we like to do. The troop meetings, it was hard for units to function. So our membership has taken a dive, but we're on the upswing of all that. And with you being now an Eagle Scout, it's your opportunity to pay it forward and help us on that positive swing. So, like the other leaders have said, it doesn't stop here. This is just the first step of the next step. So, you'll climb that next hill, you'll do well. I'm a little jealous. I don't know if your pack that's going to Philmont is big enough that I can get in it, but having been a crew leader to Philmont, it's an awesome place. It's God's country out there, and you're going to love it out there. Spending your summer out there, that's a phenomenal opportunity. So good luck with that. I also am active in the Marine Corps League here local in Ulster County, and we have an award that we give out and we recognize Eagle Scouts with. So it's the Good Citizenship Award. So I'd like to present that to Warner Paul Hine for obtaining the rank of Eagle Scout. So congratulations. I know Mr. Coons, the Scout exec, couldn't be here today, but I'm glad to be here as the council commissioner. And Mr. Sexton as well couldn't be here, but Christopher's our lodge chief, so he's here to represent the OA as well. So you guys had a great time out of Jambo, I know, and there's more to come. He's got aspirations to get back out there to Philmont, so maybe we'll see you out there. So. All right, thank you, folks. Congratulations. I know how long it's been, right? This is the reward, right? So it's definitely worth it. And I have to thank the leadership, all right? The unit leadership that makes this happen, that produces Eagle Scouts. If anyone thinks that that's a small task, you're wrong. But it is only an hour a week. I'll stand by that. That's what you have left. But what the scouting program delivers to your community, this nation, especially during these times, is it's foundationally needed. You see where we are, you see what's going on in the world, and when we can produce youth like this for leaders as tomorrow, that's what's going to make the difference. So I'm all in with the scouting program. I always have been. There's a gentleman in the back that knows me from a long time ago, the sheriff here. So I've also, this is my 30th year. I'm on the way out. I don't know if I'm ready for that, but it's happening out of the Marine Corps. So this is the organization that at the foundational level that's going to make a difference. So I believe that truly with my heart. I've seen what it produces. I've seen the people it gathers, and I'm all in. So thank you for having me today. Congratulations, Warren, and do great things.
I'd also like to introduce another special guest we have today, who's joined us to make a special presentation to Eagle Scout Warner. I'd like to introduce Captain Restivo from New York State Police, Zone 3 Commander from Troop F, and Sergeant Taylor from State Police Barracks in Kingston.
On behalf of the members and civilian employees of the New York State Police and specifically Troop Out Zone 3, I'm pleased to extend my heartfelt congratulations on the occasion of your obtaining the Boy Scouts' highest award, Eagle Scout. I was fortunate to work with your father when I first became a New York State Trooper. I see a lot of him in you. You should be very proud as well. There are very few people who can say they've achieved such an honor, but you are indeed among them. Your ability to attain this distinction marks you as someone special, a person who knows his goals and who commits himself to attaining them. In reaching your goals, you demonstrated the qualities of intelligence, strength of character, dedication, and personal responsibility. These are the same qualities we look for in New York State Trooper. I am confident that your successful career in scouting will bring a bright future ahead, and I wish you luck and success. I'm here today to present to you not only a certificate from Major Paul Picordo from Troop Out. I would also like to have Sergeant Taylor, my station commander from SP Kingston, present you with a flag. This flag was flown over our headquarters in Kingston. Happened to be the first station that I came to as a new trooper, where your father was my first station commander. So, special for me to be up here. Thank you for inviting us. Thank you to everyone in attendance and family. It's really my pleasure to congratulate you and your mom and your entire family. Your achievement Eagle Scout is one to be proud of now. Thank you.
I would now like to extend an invitation to our scouts and scouters to share any tales from the trail or relevant anecdotes for Warner here today. And I will start off with offering a memory of our bike trip. We rode along the Erie Canal from Buffalo to Albany over 8 days, and I think it was day one when I was riding along, and all of a sudden I noticed a little kerfluffle of the head. I was like, what's that? And Warner had gone right off his bike and was laying there, and I came up like, Warner, are you okay? And he's bleeding, and he's sitting there, and he's like, oh, I fell. This was day one. And he like dusted himself off, threw a Band-Aid, got back on, and kept going. And then I think it was a few days later, when we were in Syracuse, and we were all ready to go. Everyone had packed up and was, saddled up, ready to head off. And I turned. I usually waited till everyone was out. And I turned, and Warner was standing there. I'm like, okay, let's go. And he's like, I can't find my bike. And someone had found his bike to be very enticing, I guess. Someone locally, and went off with it. And so we ended up riding in the truck that day with all the supplies, going to a museum together. That was nice. That was a high point. And Mom came to the rescue with another bike, stuck in sixth gear. Yes. But you did it. He went on, and we made it all the way to Albany. So that was definitely a favorite.
it's open if you'd like to come on up. It's like Christmas.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'm honored to be here today, not only as the sheriff of Ulster County, but a good friend of your dad, Money, and my mom, Minnie, and a tremendous job. God bless you. It's good to see my partner as well. See, there's a few Marine back there, like Master Gunner Sergeant back there, and that Marine in the corner, which is Ricky Pete's son, just walked in. I got to tell you that the service is the most important thing that we all do. And that's why I'm going to be here today. And I have got this son, please. So in Marine Corps, we say this, attention to orders, which means everybody just stands on their feet if we can. We stand on their feet. Certificate of appreciation from the Ulster County Sheriff's Office. To all who shall see these present meetings, this is to congratulate Eagle Scout Warner P. Hine for his accomplishments in recognition of being an Eagle Scout, enhancing our community. Dated this 28th day of May, the year of our Lord, 2022. Warner, I'm also going to give you a pin of our nation, of our flag, for our country, and the Sheriff's Office Challenge Card.
Congratulations again, Warner. I haven't seen you in a few years, right? And my kids were in scouting, and I was a leader up until about 2015, I think it was. But a couple years before that, Warner joined the troop, so I got to know him, got to know his family and his mom, and got to do things with them, camping trips, scout meetings, and so forth. I was the advancement chairman, meaning I was trying to motivate the kids to do merit badges. When they did them, I had to make sure they did all the requirements before they got their merit badge, right? So that was a big thing. And so how many merit badges did you get? 41. 41? Okay, let me think. I'm not sure how many total merit badges are in the scouting program.
Well, there's a lot now. There's a nuclear merit badge now.
Oh, okay, so they added a few.
Yeah.
But one I think you do not have is the traffic safety merit.
No, I
right.
won't get the traffic safety merit badge.
Guess who's a traffic safety merit badge counselor? Right? And I am high on this merit badge. Okay, I haven't done it in a few years, so I might have to get tuned up a little bit.
I'll send some badge your way.
It's perfect for young boys who are right around driving age, 16 years old, just starting to get a taste of it, may have gotten their permit, maybe before they get a permit. But this is huge, and I'm big on defensive driving, okay? And I've never gotten in an accident. I've never gotten a speeding ticket. And so I want to promote safe driving. And one of these days, I might even be a driving instructor. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, parents, boys, you want to take the traffic safety merit badge with me over the summer. It's really cool. You learn a lot of cool things. So I hope by the end of the summer we have a minimum of 5 of you boys that complete this. Okay, and there's got to be 5 of you that are around driving age, right? And I think Warner's still eligible, right?
No, well, no, not really.
I mean, I can do it, but
all right, you're doing it. So this is great. I mean, it's so good to see you get this, Warner. You matured so much, and I just can't believe it. It's been a few years since I've seen you, and you're joining an elite class, right? Not everybody gets to reach eagle, and you're going to benefit for the rest of your life, and in ways you may not even know. A couple of the Troop 172 boys that gotten their eagle that have went on to do pretty good things. We have a professional baseball player, Stevie Branch, who's an eagle. Just so happens my son is doing pretty big things. He got his eagle, became an engineer, working at IBM over here in Poughkeepsie, and he's also a first lieutenant of Army Reserve, and he's the commander at Fort Drum near Watertown, New York. So he's doing pretty cool things. That's Brandon, right? That is Nick. You may not remember Nick. He was a little older. I think he jumped out in 2013 from the troop.
I went to camp on that last.
Maybe you one of the camp trips. You may have remembered Nick.
I remember Nick.
And there's a few other people that are pretty famous that have their eagles. You may remember Gerald Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which president was it?
Gerald Ford.
38th president. You've heard of Neil Armstrong. He's an eagle.
Yes.
Bill Gates.
Yes.
Right. He's famous for Microsoft. Right. How about Ross Perot? You remember Ross? How many people remember Ross Perot? Yeah, and that side of the room, most everybody, right? He was a presidential candidate and, big businessman and stuff. Mike Rao?
Yeah.
Rowe?
Dirty
right?
Jobs.
Dirty Jobs, right? He's an Eagle Scout. Yeah. Yep. Steven Spielberg, John Tesh were among a few. There's all kinds of statistics for astronauts, military, Army, Air Force, Navy, Marines, many of the people that served in those positions made their Eagle and were scouts. They didn't make their Eagle. So we're looking forward to see you do great things. And again, congratulations. Thank you, Steve. Thanks.
Anyone else?
Roast them good, Alan.
It's more of a roast on me, I think, this one. But I remember, I think it was the second meeting I was allowed to run. Mr. Lowenbaum trusted me, and it was a beautiful summer night. And we were deciding to have a fire building competition outside.
That was a bad idea.
And I didn't know just how much Warner had been fire. So we have these little different stations set up, and each station would have build different types of fire, light it, and then we move on to the next one. And Warner was in charge of the log cabin station. And I don't know if you guys know what a log cabin fire is, but if you build it right, you get real big, real hot, and it doesn't like to go out. So I'm walking around, the TV station's going fine, the lean-to station's going fine, and I went back to Warner for probably about 30 minutes when I turn around and there is a probably 12 to 15 foot fire in the church parking lot, and Warner has a bunch of kids staring at it, and I had no idea what to do. It was my second meeting, and just a little fire. But the smile on your face in that fire was probably one of the standout memories I have. Don't worry, only 3 children got burned to death. It was a beautiful night, but no, it was one of my favorite memories of you and the joy of parking lot fire.
Well, I have a little ending to that story. The next day I found myself at Lowe's buying blacktop patch and repair kit and sealer. Gail, rest assured, the parking lot was fine. But I did have to spend my hour that week patching the parking lot, assuring that everything was okay. So, all right. Today has indeed been a special day. Thank you so much, everyone who came out. It's a great turnout and participating in this wonderful event. And now I'd like to just give our new Eagle Scout here one more round of applause. And I call on Mr. Natareski to give our benediction for today. Our sincerest congratulations to our newest Eagle Scout, Warner Paul Hine. The Eagle Scout Court of Honor marks the end of one journey and a new commitment to another in your future. A commitment to be an example of leadership to all. Bless Warner Paul Hine and his future endeavors. Walk with Warner all the times and remind him of his continued responsibility to help and serve others in need. Let Warner know he never walks alone in life. Always keep him close to his family, friends, and fellow scouts. We pray to see Warner fly like an eagle. Our guide, healer. Bless his family and protect his faith. We're honored and proud to be a part of your Eagle ceremony, Warner, and more importantly, part of your life. May God always be with you. Amen. I now call on Senior Patrol Leader Aiden Rice. Please come forward to retire the colors.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Color guard, please retire the colors.
Color guard, part-time march, forward march. About.
Again, on behalf of Warner's family and his very own Troop 172, we thank you for coming. We look forward to having you join us now for a delicious luncheon and to come on up to congratulate Eagle Scout Warner Paul Hine.